my YouTube channel. My name is Jacob Duraps, and today I want to show you how to properly set up your D-Tuna so that you never have to worry about tuning stability ever again. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using two guitars. This is an EVH Wolfgang Special from 2026, and this is an EVH Stripe series from last year. That one has a recessed Floyd, this one has a non-recessed Floyd. So I want to show you how I set it up on these two different guitars so that you can do the same at home depending on the guitar that you have. Okay, so we're going to start with the Wolfgang, and as you can see, this has a recessed Floyd, but it's still blocked. It's resting against the body, and the thing with the D-Tuna, you have to make sure you don't have a floating trem. You have to have a blocked bridge, and you also have to make sure that the spring tension is high enough that there's a bit of resistance. The bridge shouldn't lift off the body when you're bending strings, so you have to have it pretty tight, and you can hear it's knocking back against the body. Now the first step is to properly tune your guitar to pitch. I'm in E flat at the moment. You can follow along and do standard tuning. That's fine as well. Tune the guitar with the tuner first. Alright, so guitar is tuned. Now the next step is to unlock this first screw here. Pull the D-Tuner out like this. You're gonna loosen that screw all the way up, and you're gonna do just about a quarter of a turn like this. You cannot use that fine-tuning screw with the D-Tuner. That's one of the things that a lot of people don't realize. It has to be all the way up. You can only do a little quarter of a turn, maybe half of a turn, to have this thing working properly. So what I like to do now is to tune it by ear. I think it just works better, it's more stable, and it's easier to work that way. It's good enough for me. When I dig into it, it gets sharp a little bit, so I always tune it a little bit lower. We're going to tighten this screw. Listen to the tuning again. Perfect. Okay, so now we push back the D-Tuner into E position. You're gonna need that small Allen key to adjust to E. We're gonna do an E chord. Okay, so mine is already on pitch. If yours is sharp, you're gonna wanna loosen that little screw here. If it's flat, you're gonna want to tighten it. Most of the time, it's almost all the way loose, and that usually works fine for me. That's all there is to it. The key to make it consistent now is to keep that fine-tuning screw all the way down all the time. And there's other things also. When you pull back on the D-Tuna, it can get caught into the bridge a little bit and it's gonna sharpen. One thing that you can do is turn it around like this. If you turn it around, it's loose, and there's no way for it to go back under. Sometimes in the D position, the screw's gonna get loose because the D-Tuna here is stuck underneath the bridge. I'm gonna give you an example. You see, it's loose. It's loose now. The D-Tuna is holding against the bridge. When you turn it around like this, the screw is resting properly against the fine tune, and now you can adjust freely. Up and down. And it doesn't become loose. You really have to make sure that the screw is resting against the fine tune. Now we're gonna do it on the Bumblebee. Let's try it out. We're gonna start by tuning the guitar to the tuner. Now it's tuned to E flat. Let's set up the D-Tuna. So, same process, we're gonna unlock the first screw here. Okay, so now we're gonna pull back on the D-Tuna and completely loosen that screw. If you twist it like this, you're gonna be able to loosen it out completely. You do only about 1/4 of a turn, and now you tune to ear. Perfect. Now we're going to push the D-Tuna back in E position. Put your Allen key in the D-Tuna, you struck a chord, and you adjust. So, now we check both positions. Out. Perfect. In. Perfect. So, this is how you set up the D-Tuna. I find it so much more effective, quick, easier to do it by ear. If you tune it to the tuner, and then you start playing and it's off, it's gonna be a long process and it's gonna be a drag. You better do it by ear. It's simpler and it's more effective. As you can see again, the fine tune is all the way loose, and this is the only way that you can really get these D-tuners to work properly. And again, the bridge flat against the body, and there's no pullback. The tension is good on the springs as well, so it works great. So that's it for today's video. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, make sure to comment. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Visit my website, therapsofficial.com, for merch, albums, tour date, and I'll see you next time.